As a rule, Rolls Royce patrons aren't usually wanting for much. They generally have, well, several vehicles, a few houses, quite possibly a boat or a plane. But one thing they've never been able to get is a Rolls Royce SUV. Until now, this is the 2019 Rolls Royce Cullinan. And we are going to put it through its paces here in the wilds of Wyoming.
Now, you could hardly call the Cullinan pretty, but it surely is imposing and imperious. Standard wheel size is 21-inch, although all vehicles at this launch were 22-inch rollers. It's once the doors swing open and you enter the cabin when the Rolls-Royce aesthetic broadsides your sensibilities. Exquisite workmanship, the finest materials, and attention to the most finite detail are what make a Rolls a Rolls.
Interestingly, the Cullinan is very tall and we sit very high, but it actually has a lower center of gravity than the Phantom sedan, and that is because all the mechanicals are sitting quite low, and it's also more agile because it has all-wheel steering. So it doesn't really feel like a huge tank.
Rolls-Royce brought the world's motoring press here to drive home the point that the Cullinan is indeed a legitimate off-roader. We climbed up a ski slope, experienced hill descent control, and threw it down kilometers of narrow gravel tracks. Definitely not what is normally thought of as Rolls-Royce behavior. To keep things simple, there is one button on the console marked off-road. That, when pushed, has the Cullinan rising 40mm on its air suspension while calling up a special transmission mapping and longer throttle travel, enabling more even meeting of the grunt from its rather massive 6.75-liter twin-turbo V12. Transmission duties are handled by a ZF 8-speed auto, and the all-wheel drive system, which comes from parent BMW, has been completely re-engineered for Cullinan duty.
Perhaps the most interesting thing about the Rolls Royce Cullinan is its off-road ability. And as you can see by the filth on this thing, we actually did do some real boonie bashing. Now, of course, probably most people who buy this vehicle won't even go anywhere near what we did, but it truly is a capable off-roader. Now, it's coming to Canada in December of 2018. No pricing yet, but we figured it will start around $400,000. So if you're looking for the ultimate in SUV luxury, it seems as though Rolls Royce has delivered. For Driving.ca, I'm Peter Blakeney.